Hey guys, welcome back to DREZZED. We're going to talk some more gaming news here on DREZZED. We got some headlines for you for today. We got a lot of things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 and its writers being told to not include anti-trans or jokes that would offend minorities. In Grand Theft Auto, we can't make any jokes that are going to make people sad or feel bad about themselves. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about its release date. We are going to talk about itch.io being taken down by Funko Pop, allegedly. This is a whole thing that's going on right now. We're going to talk about Pal World ditching balls. You can't play with your balls in Pal World anymore. Thanks, Nintendo. We're going to talk about Ubisoft. It's going to be ripped apart probably sometime in 2025. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about more video game industry layoffs. We got Life is Strange developer, Double Exposure, laid a bunch of people off. And we got the company behind Killer Clowns from Outer Space also laying people off. Some surprise updates. I guess CD Projekt Red is going to update Cyberpunk 2077. We got some more news. We're going to talk about all this before we get into it any further. Please give us a sub for more gaming news. This is Clownfish TV DREZZED. This is the, I guess, offshoot of the main Clownfish TV channel that covers video games and paranormal and tech. A little more in depth. We're going to be doing more interviews over here, but we do gaming news roundups a couple times a week. This is one of them. If you want to support us, go out to clownfishminus.com. You can buy some of our merchandise or join the Plus Club, get exclusive content, exclusive podcasts. Thank you so much for any consideration. Let's get into it, man. What's going on? This is comicbook.com. Rockstar Games reportedly asks GTA 6 writers to be less crude toward transgender people and other minorities. So we can't make crude jokes in Grand Theft Auto 6. I have concerns. I have a lot of concerns for this game. According to a new report, Rockstar has asked writers on GTA 6, the next installment in the Grand Theft Auto series, to be less crude toward transgender people and other minorities, a change up from the previous games, including the latest Grand Theft Auto game, GTA 5, according to Jason Schreier at Bloomberg. This is what's going on. So the report doesn't elaborate on why Rockstar Games has asked its writers to make this change or what type of material impact it has on the game's development. All that's specifically claimed is that Rockstar is asking its writers to be less crude toward trans people and other minorities, the common targets of throwaway gags in previous versions. But hey, this game's not going to be woke, guys. Like, look, I mean, do I think some jokes are over the top and unnecessary? Maybe, possibly. But that this again is going to be looked at by, I think, a lot of gamers as nerfing this game or making this game quote unquote woke, and people might reject it. I don't know, but then again, it's Grand Theft Auto. I mean, they could do whatever and put the game out there, and it's probably going to sell like gangbusters. We're going to talk about the sales projections. Apparently, everybody is afraid of this game. They're not announcing their release dates until they find out when GTA 6 is coming out. They said beyond this, the report mentions the game has not been in development for as long as people think, with full development only beginning in 2018 once Red Dead Redemption 2 was released. Despite this, it appears that GTA 6 is still on track to release holiday 2025 during the holidays, so Christmas 2025 or Thanksgiving or whatever, as the report makes no mention of a delay. Meanwhile, it said the game will feature a significant online mode bolstered by in-game content. Yes, you're going to subscribe to GTA 6. You're not going to be able to make jokes at the expense of minorities or trans people, and you're going to have to pay for all kinds of DLC, add-ons, loot boxes. You okay with that? That's how they're going to make their money. You know, it's that's how it's going to make its money, right? They said take the report with a grain of salt. While Bloomberg and Jason Schreier are both reliable, this is not official information. No, I think it's pretty accurate. I mean, given the climate, given some of the other stuff that we've heard about this game in the development process for this game, I think yeah, they're definitely going to tone it down. They're going to nerf it. I think it's still going to sell well. You know, I mean, I think it's real. It's going to sell well. People have been waiting for this game for a very long time. But you know, once it's out there, and if it does not exceed expectations, or people think the game is quote unquote woke, it might take a hit. It might take a hit to its sales. I don't know. This is coming from IGN. Publishers reportedly refuse to commit to 2025 until GTA 6 release date gets revealed. Take-Two hasn't revealed the GTA 6 release date. And now they're saying they're reportedly refusing to commit to 2025 until they know they can avoid it. Other publishers. So it is being speculated that the game is coming out in the holiday of 2025, Christmas 2025, whatever. But other publishers are not committing to releasing their AAA titles until they know they can avoid Grand Theft Auto 6. Anonymous sources familiar with deliberations told, again, in the same article, Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, that the anticipation for Rockstar Games' next big title is so high, it's causing ramifications for the rest of the video game industry. Publishers want to see if Rockstar will release GTA 6 in the fall of 2025 or postpone it to 2026. I mean, what are you supposed to do, though, right? I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're a publisher and you've got to get a game out the door? You know, I mean, you got to get it out sometime, right? Yeah, and of course, you know, they're talking about the trailer leaking and all that. I don't know. I mean, wouldn't it be weird if this game wound up being actually underwhelming? And it was like everybody waited so many years for this thing, and it was nerfed and not great, and a clear cash grab with all kinds of, again, you know, loot boxes, pay to win, you know, subscription. You got to subscribe to because remember, you're not allowed to own your games. You got to subscribe to your games now, right? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. This is Lego Fortnite, since we're talking Grand Theft Auto. Lego Fortnite introduces immersive RP with the GTA-inspired Brick Life mode. So Fortnite's getting it's like all of the... So we're going to do the Fortnite with the Lego with the Grand Theft Auto. Could we throw some Minecraft and Roblox into this too? I mean, Fortnite's getting an immersive GTA RP-like mode thanks to the upcoming release of Lego Fortnite Brick Life. Rumors about a new Lego Fortnite mode have circulated for months, but Epic didn't acknowledge the speculation until it unleashed GTA 6 inspired teaser image. The teaser image mimicked the GTA 6 key art depicting two Lego characters leaning against a car. Let's see here. Let's look at this. What does this look like? There we go. Oh, God. Epic lifted the veil, revealing that a role-play experience will soon arrive in the Lego mode. On December 9th, that would be today, Epic released a trailer for the Lego mode's upcoming social role-play experience. Dubbed Brick Life, the new content will officially hit Fortnite on Thursday, December 12th. Oh boy! Oh boy, a post on the Fortnite blog describes the mode setting Brick Bay as an ever-evolving city where players can create stories by interacting with the environments and other residents. That means hanging out on Brick Bay's sunny beaches, exploring the mysterious Morndale Academy, or working out at Meow Swole's gym. Should we watch this? Sure, we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Let's turn the volume down a little bit because I don't know if I want to hear all this. Here we go, guys. Lego Fortnite Brick Life gameplay trailer. This is the riveting content that you watch us for. It looks like Fortnite. It looks like Lego. And it looks a little like Grand Theft Auto, yeah. I don't know, it might be fun. It might be fun. I think my daughter actually liked this quite a bit. She probably won't play it on the gaming channel. I'm just kind of like, I'm over anything Fortnite. It's just so it's kind of cringy. Like the whole Fortnite thing is very, to me, I know people love this game, but I'm like so over Fortnite. And, I don't know. Was that Back to the Future? It looks like Back to the Future. Yeah, okay. There it is. That's a thing. That's a thing that's happening. There it is, guys. Okay, there you go. What else we got? Oh, let's talk about this. Itch.io. Itch.io? itch.io website allegedly taken down by Funko. I hope you're all having a nice Sunday evening, they said. This is the tweet from the official account. I kid you not, itch.io has been taken down by original Funko because they used some trash AI-powered brand protection software called Brand Shield Ltd. that created some bogus phishing report to our registrar, I want my name, who ignored our response and just disabled the domain. Now, yeah, I know that companies do this sometimes. We had an issue with Mattel, like 10 years ago on one of our websites. They were like, oh, you're hosting some images that are copyright, they're copyright Mattel and they're illegal. And they went right to our host and actually had the website taken down until we got rid of those images. And the thing is, they actually were floating around the internet, many other places. They were on a message board and we embedded them into an article. I don't even think they were hosted on the website. But yeah, they don't really ask questions first. They're just like, oh, we don't want any imperial entanglements, so we better take it down. Itch.io claimed its registrar ignored its response and disabled the domain despite taking down the undisclosed disputed page as soon as we got the notice, because it's not worth fighting stuff like that. Regardless, our registrar automated system likely kicked to disable the domain since no one read our confirmation of removal. And they said, I hope you all have a nice Sunday evening. IGN asked the owner, Leaf, for comment. The AI-powered brand protection software in question is Brand Shield, which according to its website, detects and hunts online trademark infringement, counterfeit sales, and brand abuse across mobile platforms, websites, social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc., marketplaces, Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, paid ads, mobile apps. Oh, that's not going to be abused at all. That's not going to be abused at all. The impact is significant. With itch.io offline, all hosted projects are inaccessible even to their owners. This goes beyond indie developers selling their games too, with some using itch.io to host non-video game projects. One user responded to itch.io's announcement tweet to say they had an assignment uploaded to the website, and that's what I turned into my professor, so if it's down, they can't give me a grade. They respond to say they're now waiting for the registrar to respond. We've sent additional emails asking what the fuck is going on. In a subsequent tweet, itch.io said that it will wait this one out and resist putting up a new domain. In the meantime, if you know how to tweak your host files, here you go, guys. Go there. So I think Funko responded. Yeah, so they responded just a couple hours ago. At Funko, we hold a deep respect and appreciation for indie games, indie gamers, and indie developers. We're fans of fans, and we love the creativity and passion that define the indie gaming community. Recently, one of our brand protection partners identified a page on itch.io imitating the Funko Fusion development website. A takedown request was issued to address this specific page. Funko did not request a takedown of the itch.io platform, and we're happy the site was back up by this morning. So it is back up, okay? We have reached out to itch.io to engage with them on this issue, and we deeply appreciate the understanding of the gaming community as the details are determined. Thank you for sharing our passion for creativity. Pop Holmes says here, one can only wonder how many other sites and profiles have been taken down by mistake and buried in the past without addressing it. Yeah. Funko social media admin. We're all trying to find out what guy did this. Yeah, pretty much. Like they got caught. That's what happened. They got caught. And in the case of our situation with Mattel, it wasn't Mattel itself. It was this law firm. They hired this overzealous law firm. But again, a lot of these, your host or your domain registrar or whatever, they buckle very, very easily because you're paying them whatever you're paying them per month. It's significantly cheaper than getting involved in a lawsuit or something with some major corporation. So they just don't bother. They just don't bother fighting this stuff on your behalf. So there we go. Maybe it'll get resolved. I don't know. Funko's kind of like dying right now, aren't they? I mean, it just seems like they're not doing very well. This is Niche Gamer. Pal World removes Palsphere summons amid lawsuit over Nintendo patents. So for those of you who don't know, there is a storm coming. Nintendo and Pocket Pair are going to court. And of course, Nintendo is claiming that Pocket Pair has infringed on multiple patents, and Nintendo is trying to patent gameplay mechanics and basically anything that you would associate with Pokemon, including stuffing animals into balls and then throwing said balls at other animals to have a cockfight, you know. But yeah, they're not allowed to use the spheres now, or they're preemptively disabling the spheres. So Japanese developer Pocket Pair has released a new update for Pal World, and the Pal spheres are gone. The new 0.3.11 update for the game has removed the ability to summon pals by throwing a pal sphere. Now players summon their pals by holding out the pal sphere, which summons their pals directly next to them. I would like them to have a palzooka, and they can just like shoot their pals wherever they want to, like into a frickin' wall if they want to. Before the update and the big change, players could throw their pal spheres out to some of their pals, just like another popular monster collecting game series, Pokemon, which a lot of fans speculate is the reason behind the change. Nintendo's ongoing lawsuit with Pal World developer Pocket Pair seeks an injunction and damages totaling about 10 million Japanese money. It's 65,000 US. 65,000 US. Yeah, 10 million yen. The injunction is where Nintendo wants Pal World pulled from the market due to the alleged similarities in the game patents Nintendo filed. Yeah, there are 3 versions of the same patent. These are the numbers. They said protecting the gameplay concept of using a projectile to spawn a creature in a 3D environment, with the creature then engaging in combat on the player's behalf. That is several games, though. It's not just Pokemon. You know, that's several games. So, yeah, they said it's obvious to see why Pocket Pair removed it from the game, but to date, the developer hasn't said a peep as to why they suddenly removed this functionality. Even more confusingly, the ability to throw pal spheres for catching pals still remains in the game, though Nintendo probably hasn't patented that yet. Yeah, this is the problem I have with Nintendo and the patent trolling that they're doing is they're basically trying to patent any game mechanic that maybe they come up with or they popularize. And what it's effectively going to do is make it so they can patent anything. So like any indie game developer or whatever can't come up with a game that is even remotely similar to Nintendo or anything Nintendo's doing. And that doesn't seem very fair, honestly, right? So, yeah, they said that this is Brandon here at Niche Gamer said that he thinks that they might have gone ahead and removed it to avoid a potentially bad outcome from the lawsuit. It seems like what they're doing is they're going through and they're scrubbing the complaints from the game. And they're probably like, well, the game can still function without these mechanics if we have to. Now, remember, they're teaming up with Sony now. So it's possible that this whole thing could be settled. You know, here's a couple $1 million. You know, let's do what we want. And I don't think Nintendo was even going to mess with them too much until they teamed up with Sony. Because Sony's like, yeah, we're going to take Pal World and we're going to turn it into this big thing. And we're going to compete head to head with Pokemon. We're going to have plushies and cartoon shows and card games and the whole thing. And Nintendo's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. All right, this is let's talk about some other companies having some problems here. This is Ubisoft. We've been talking about Ubisoft not doing very well financially or critically or in any capacity. They're not doing very well. This is an article coming from Tweaktown, USA. Tweaktown. Ubisoft is heading towards privatization and dismantling in 2025. Industry experts predict. So this is industry expert Joost van Drunen. Is that how you pronounce that? He believes that Ubisoft will be privatized and dismantled in 2025 as the French company plots a takeover failsafe. Yeah, there are all kinds of issues. Tencent supposedly going to take them over. I don't know what's going on fully with that, but it's really taking a long time. And I think the family wants to be involved in that. They don't want to give it up. Video game industry expert and data analyst Joost van Drunen has dire predictions for Ubisoft. I think anybody that has been following Ubisoft for any length of time has dire predictions for Ubisoft. It's not looking good for them, guys. It really isn't. They said after a string of failed games, years of controversy, numerous creative and financial restructurings, and costly mismanagement, Ubisoft isn't in a great place right now. It's to the point where Ubisoft is said to be considering partners in an effort to buy out all remaining company stock and take the game's maker private. The idea is to go private before someone makes a hostile takeover attempt. Tencent is one such partner, and rightly so, given the share position. Both Ubisoft and Ubisoft's principal shareholder, the Guillaume brothers or whatever, have. So reports say that Ubisoft shareholders are currently involved, meaning a plan could be executed in the coming months. Some industry experts like Joost van Drunen, I don't know, founder of the now absorbed analyst firm Superdata, yeah, I remember them, believe the French publisher will essentially be made private while it sells pieces of itself off. Like a hoe. His latest newsletter post, he writes, Ubisoft is headed for privatization and dismantling in 2025. With share prices plummeting from $28.19 to $12.30 year over year, the company has become an attractive takeover target. It does have valuable assets like Rainbow Six Siege and Assassin's Creed. We'll see what happens when Shadows comes out. But they could be worth more separately than together. So this could be another reason why they pushed Assassin's Creed Shadows back. And remember, we covered Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it turns out that like half the people working on that title have never made a video game before. They're like fresh out of school. It's like, what? Oh, yeah, trust us. We know this. We all know this. The upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows faces stiff competition from Ghost of Yotai, and recent failures suggest deeper organizational issues beyond individual game performance. Yeah, it's and some of their employees were going on strike. I'm like, why are you going on strike? Why are you going on strike? You're lucky to have a job. You're going to put a target on yourselves. Maybe they figure just get what they can get while they can, right? Get that parachute package. Ubisoft's development approach remains stubbornly outdated in an era demanding player engagement and community building. Without a fundamental shift in how they develop and maintain games, they risk further alienating both investors and players. The X-Defiant shutdown isn't just another failed launch, it's a symptom of a company that insists on catering to a passive audience while failing to recognize the urgency to rethink their distribution. It's not looking good for them, guys. So there's a pissing match going on now between Tencent and Ubisoft. So we got some more layoff news, because it's like every damn day. It's every day in the video game industry. Life is Strange double exposure developer announces another round of layoffs. This is the developer's second round of job cuts in 2024. Deck 9 Games. So they made Life is Strange double exposure. They've announced layoffs. Do people play Life is Strange? I hear a lot about it, but I don't know of anyone who's actually played it. Have you played it? I haven't played it. I don't even think Squid King's played it. Now, it looks like something he would actually like, and I don't know. Here's their official tweet or X post or whatever. This is a couple days ago. Today, we're sad to share the news that we must say goodbye to some of our talented team members. This was an extremely difficult decision and reflects the challenging times many companies in our industry are currently facing. We are extremely grateful to every individual who has dedicated their hard work, passion, and commitment to making transformative entertainment with us. To those of you leaving the studio due to these changes, thank you for sharing your talents with us. We are proud of what we are able to accomplish together, and we are committed to supporting you in this transition in any way we can. Don't let the door hit you on the ass in the way out. Love, Deck 9 Games. No, it is sad. I mean, it's happening all over the place, right? What's this one? This is the Killer Clowns dev. IL Phonic is realigning the studio by cutting staff. Now, this one, Pinky Boo played, and she was actually disappointed. She got it on day one, and she is a huge Killer Clowns from Outer Space fan. She freaking loves that movie. It's one of her favorite movies. She's got like all kinds of merch, and we did Halloween Horror Nights, so she could see the clowns, and the game came out. She's like, wow, that kind of sucked. Like, I was expecting so much more. She said it was underwhelming. I didn't get a chance to play it. She played it. We were actually going to play it on the channel, and she's like, it's not that great. It's not that great. Today, we had to accept the harsh reality that the state of the industry has impacted us here at IL Phonic. Denver developer IL Phonic says they've had to accept the harsh reality of the game industry today and cut staff. On X, the CEO explained the studio had to eliminate roles to realign to a refined strategy. They're primarily known for making multiplayer games based on horror film franchises. So they did Friday the 13th, a game. Did I remember that? I don't know if I remember that one. Not the LJM one, but another one. They took control of the development from another developer, Black Tower Studios. After the transfer, they made Predator Hunting Grounds. I've heard of that one. Ghostbusters Unleashed, people said, was not nearly as good as the original Ghostbusters video game. And this year's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Separate from that, I don't think the Ghostbusters Unleashed game did very well either. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just looking at it. Like, I've heard of Predator Hunting Grounds. I don't think Ghostbusters Unleashed did terribly well. Nobody was really talking about that. I mean, people were more excited about Ghostbusters, the video game, from umpteen years ago, than they were about Ghostbusters Unleashed. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space, there was some buzz around it at first, and then it just kind of like came and went. It said, separate from that, it also developed original titles Arcade-ageddon and Nexuiz, I don't know. And it also has been a support studio for titles like Crisis 3 and Star Citizen. Okay. This makes the newest studio layoff this week. Yesterday, Ubisoft announced that they were going to close, the studio behind X-Defiant. Same day, Deceive Inc. creator Sweet Bandits Studios announced its own closure. Wow, wait. Damn, I didn't know that one closed too. The 18-person team explained it had reached a breaking point trying to keep it sustainable since its release in March of 2023. As the team disbands, it and along with its publisher, Tripwire Interactive, are looking at ways to maintain the title for as long as possible. I didn't even know about this one. Let's see what's going on here. Deceive Inc. developer Sweet Bandits shuts down after reaching a breaking point. Canadian indie studio. There's no easy way to say it. Sweet Bandits is no more. After a long and difficult road of trying to get Deceive Inc. in a state where it could thrive, we have reached the breaking point for the studio, unable to continue this adventure with you. They had 18 people working there. The game had a very positive rating on Steam, almost 4,500 user reviews. So it's doing better than Concord. Sweet Bandits has been unable to make the project work despite that positive reception. It's hard. I mean, any kind of game like this, any kind of like first-person shooter, hero shooter is like really, really hard. I have heard of this one, but I haven't played this either. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like the video game industry is not in a good place right now. I think a lot of people, I do believe the future is in indie, 100%. I believe it's in indie, but I think a lot of indie studios were betting on venture capital or something to kind of prop them up, and maybe they had maybe they had unrealistic expectations of, once they get the game out the door, how's it actually going to do? And I think back to the 80s, 90s, and there were a lot of like PC game publishers that kind of came and went. They put like a title or two out, and then they just kind of disappeared. But those games didn't take nearly the development time that a lot of these titles take, and so if you have like an RPG like pop up and it does okay and then it disappears, you've only got a couple people out of work or whatever, and then but we've got hundreds of people, thousands of people. It's like every freaking week getting laid off, and it's not just AAA studios. So I don't know, guys. I don't know where things are gonna go. I really don't. But good luck to all the people who were laid off. So, we're going to wrap this one up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Check out the audio versions of Clownfish TV and REZZED on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll talk later.